Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Keeping It Real with Shay. And tonight, I'm alongside, of course, Mr. Jason Castro. Hello, Jason. How are you?
I'm good, Shay. How's it going?
Good. And before we begin, as always, if you're not subscribed yet to my channel, kindly subscribe to Keeping It Real with Shay. Click the thumbs up button, comment on any of my videos, subscribe, and click the bell on your way out after subscribing, so you'll be up to date on my upcoming vlogs and shows. So today we have a great show for you guys. First, of course, I want to let everybody know that we are streaming live on Facebook as well, and of course YouTube. So for all of you guys on YouTube, all of our YouTube viewers this evening, please use the live chat box, because I'm sure tonight you'll want to bombard us with a lot of questions. So we'll do our very best, of course, to answer. But again, thank you all for joining us tonight. It is going to be a great show, because today we're going to talk about, or tonight we're going to talk about, what social media poster are you, and the psychology behind social media. So it's a great night, right, Jay?
I can't wait.
Oh my God, it's so exciting. But of course, before that, we always like to start with the top trending issues, I guess, or news of the week, or even just lately, right?
Current events.
But before that, Jay, how are you?
I'm good.
How have you been?
It was actually a good weekend. I just got a haircut from my dad.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice haircut, Tito.
Oh. Yeah, thanks, Dad, always for 40 years of cutting my hair.
Oh wow, that's so good. You save money that way.
Right, I saved money, and then my mom knows that I was gonna come here and do a live, so she got the the baby powder.
Yeah.
When you're a kid and they put the polvo.
Yes.
It's not polvo, it's the polvo, right? So she's like, okay, sige na,
We should have, you should have did your Facebook.
No, they don't have any social
We
media.
should have given her your Facebook account so she can watch us.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah.
YouTube.
Or maybe we'll have some version of a recording and I'll show her later.
Yeah.
There's no baby powder marks though, right? So.
No, you're good. You're good. But yeah. So, anyways, our top. Well, I had a good week as well. It was crazy. So I'm very happy that we're here in the weekend. I did have a live this morning as well. So it's an exciting weekend. I'm actually doing live back to back. So which I'll actually
We'll touch base on tomorrow.
I'll touch base on that later, because I did tell the viewers this morning that I do have some surprise thing to drop for tomorrow's live. Yes, I'm so excited.
She's giving away a PS5.
I'm giving away a PS5. And of course, I'm so excited to wear my custom hoodie,
Nice.
which says Madaldal,
Madalda.
which is very me.
And to our non-Filipino viewers or Canadian makers out there, what does Madalda mean?
That means I'm talkative.
Oh, really? I don't see that.
Hence the reason why I always have these lines.
Actually,
right?
I like that. That's cool.
Right? And of course, it was customized and designed by none other than cGartist. So, of course, guys, Christmas is coming up, so it's a great gift idea. If you want to check out cGartist designs, check out our website, www.cgartist.ca, or check us out on Instagram, c.gartist. So there's my plug-in for tonight. So yeah, so let's start with the top trending things that are happening. Jay, you just mentioned PS5.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I didn't pre-order it myself because you had to actually pay for the whole thing.
But maybe you should have, because now you're probably like, damn it.
I'm harassing everyone and you guys. I'm asking for it.
Yes, you've been asking us since like 2 months.
Yeah, I'm so obsessed with it, and I'm jealous of the friends that I saw got to PS5. I'm happy for them. The funny thing is, people thought there was going to be a delay in the shipment. Like they were expected November 19th.
Yeah.
But from what I remember, it was Thursday night or Friday. It arrived at everyone's doorstep.
Oh,
and then
wow.
you see some people posting it on Facebook that PS5 has arrived. So that's the new thing now.
Yes.
Like,
but what's like? I know every time there's a new Facebook, Facebook. There's a new PlayStation that comes out.
Yeah.
Is there something newer than the PS4? Like, I'm surprised that my son hasn't said anything, but it's probably because he's got a gaming console, so it's probably like, it's okay, mom. But what's the difference? Because of course I know they upgrade every time, but what's the difference between the PS4 and the PS5?
So the main difference is from any release of a system.
Yes.
They like to tell you that it's faster.
Okay.
It's faster, which makes the graphics even better. So as we know, televisions have evolved so much, 720,
Yes.
1080p, 4K.
I don't even know what that means, but
Yeah, I mean, it's the resolution that right? So now the gaming systems have to catch up to that technology.
Yes.
So the main difference would be graphic wise. You're seeing more realism in these video games to the point where you don't even know what's the difference between reality and the actual video game. So with PS5, it also offers, I believe, I mean, if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. You could still play PlayStation 4 games on there.
Oh, okay.
And get the PlayStation 5 games. So apparently this is one of the most powerful systems that PlayStation has made so far.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So for me, I don't know. I don't think I feel that bad because they said that PS5 is really for an 8K TV, which will be in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you guys want to give me PlayStation 5 now, it's fine.
So do you think that I mean, not think, but so do you can get a downloadable one, or like do you still have to buy the game, or could you just download it?
I mean, I think it started with either PlayStation 3 or 4, where you can get a digital copy and you download it online.
That's what Avery used.
Yeah, I mean, the millennials, they love everything digital and technology. I'm a package guy though. I still have to go to Walmart, or I still have to go to Kijiji and hold that package, and I love the advertising, right? So
and it actually makes you feel good.
Yeah, it makes me feel good, like I'm actually buying something, as opposed to downloading it. It feels like I bought something and it's free because it's downloaded. Right?
Yeah, but you know what? It looks so sleek, this thing.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Like, it's wide. I'm making him feel really bad now. It's beautiful.
I'm going to leave now, so I'm just going to go home and cry.
No, but it's really beautiful. And, you never know. It might be, you might get one.
My friend sent a picture on our group chat, and I'm like, oh wow, so you can play video games and humidify yourself because it looks like a humidifier. Like apparently it's like huge.
Yeah, a lot of people actually I was looking on Facebook, and a lot of people were posting that they finally got it, it just arrived.
Yeah.
And then I had a friend, a coworker actually, that she tried to get it because she wanted it for her husband, and apparently you can only purchase it online.
Yeah, so
or Walmart was releasing them, but only like they were releasing a certain amount at 9 o'clock. They were releasing a certain amount at 12. Like there was times. So did they only release a certain amount? Is it like limited?
So, the strategy is, I think since the recession, stores or department stores do not fill their shelves and wait for it to be sold. So at least when you pre-order and you have to pay for it, it's guaranteed off of their shelf or their storage.
Okay.
So I think the mindset behind 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, so that the website doesn't crash.
Yes.
Because I heard a lot of websites crashed in the first 3 minutes. So when PS5 released, okay, you can pre-order, it literally sold out in like 3 to 5 minutes. So I think what Walmart did is, okay, hopefully it won't crash if we say 9, 12, whatever the intervals were. So that's how hot PS5 is, right? But imagine it's still hot at I think it's $740.
That is insane. I thought it was $629, somebody said.
Well, we're in Canada. We have to pay a lot of taxes, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, so you guys out there, I envy you.
Yeah, you guys let us know if you got the PS5. And how did you order it online or I don't know, did you line up for it? Because it's a hot commodity.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
But moving along, the elections.
Oh, jeez.
The election sparked a lot of commotion during the last few weeks. It was pretty close there, Joe Biden and Donald Trump.
You're putting it nicely.
Yeah, because I'm trying to be neutral, not controversial, because this isn't
neutral.
Because this is not a controversial show. But yeah, it was very, very close. And but you know what? I am very happy with the results of this election.
This is my politically correct sister. That's why I'm here. To stir the pot.
Congratulations.
Kamala Harris.
Oh my goodness.
First woman vice president.
You know what? It definitely was a big thing for us women empowerment, and of course, great for our kids, our girls, our daughters, right? Who, you know, you can dream big and you know.
And of color.
Yes.
Right?
She's Jamaican.
I think she's half.
Jamaican something. She's Jamaican and a half. I don't know the other.
Half Filipino. Let's just say it for the sake of the people that's gonna hear.
But you know what? The way she speaks, the way she carries herself, like she is just such a great role model for the girls of our generation, and just such an inspiration again. Like I was looking at people's posts. And just especially, of course, the women, of course, who run the world, girls. Yes, Michelle Obama. If you guys haven't watched the documentary, it is great. I love it. It's on Netflix. It is great. But yes, it is definitely, it's going to be good for, let's hope for the best for the United States of America.
Yeah, definitely.
And we hope that there's no hiccups, the after effects.
You're being nice again.
Of course.
So yeah, I truly believe that Joe Biden is perfect for this time.
Yes.
He is promoting healing, and he's promoting unity, as opposed to the former president. I won't be that negative. I'm just trying to state what I see on CNN, because that's all I watch. So yeah, it really looks like Joe Biden is convinced, or he is he wants to unite people again, and he wants to tackle the COVID crisis that they're having right now. So it is very encouraging to hear that.
Yeah.
In contrast to what we've been hearing before.
And speaking about COVID, what's up, Ontario? That's all I have to say. What's going on? Because us here in Halton, we were doing so well, and now we're in the red zone. Okay, so let's just, there's a lot of controversy around this as well right now. Is the government doing the right thing? Are we, doing our part? I mean, we all need to just focus on what we can control, and then leave the rest to the rest. I do feel
sorry. How do you feel about that though? Because I think I was at my friend's place last night, and we saw a YouTube video of protesters at Yonge and Dundas, and basically it consisted of a lot of business owners, and we have to be aware of what they're going through too.
Oh yeah,
we mentioned this before.
Yes.
Even Burlington.
Yes.
We are fortunate to keep our jobs.
Yes.
But how do we be the voice of a business owner? What do you think, if you were in government, what would you do, considering you have to shut down your business? And from what I know, there's no supplement out there that can represent the profit that they make to not only pay for the place that they rent, pay for their mortgage, and feed their family.
Yeah.
So what would you say to those business owners that are going through that? Would you still be able to fully support the government, or would you be like in a gray area too?
You know what? I'm right now. I'm in the middle. I think I feel for the business owners.
Yeah.
Of course, but I think there's a way around it. I mean, if we can send our kids to school still and have our teachers at risk, really, when you think about it. if we could still keep hospitals open, right? Why can't we work around business owners? Like dining, I mean, if you want to, you could still stay open, and you could, yes, there might be a drop in revenue, but you're still open. So whether it's takeout, whether it's, I mean, takeout, if you want to dine in, I mean, you know, you can, it should be just like wedding venues, 30% of your occupancy. So capacity. So why can't we do that for restaurants too, right? When you think about it, where the government should look at, where is the bulk of the economy or the funds coming from?
And how can we keep them existing past this COVID? Because a lot are shutting down, and it's not only mom and pop shops anymore.
No, it's the big ones.
Big ones are suffering.
And some are actually closing down.
Exactly.
Okay, so how, I mean, I'm sure it's hard for you know, members of the government to figure out, okay, how can this be a win-win situation? Of course, somebody's gonna have to sacrifice a little bit, but why close them down? Why not, you know, still have restrictions and work around it so we can keep them open?
Exactly.
Okay, and as long as our citizens of each city compiles, oh, somebody's at the door, compiles with the government and the regulations, then we should really be able to keep businesses open, because at the end of the day, these people have families, and they're also keeping their, you know, they need their money.
Exactly.
Right.
That's why I'm like,
I get it. Like I you know, somebody actually responded to my comment.
Yeah.
And I went to high school with her, and so I told her, you know what? Us in healthcare, okay, we see the worst side of COVID.
The aftermath.
Okay, we see what it does to patients. We see what it does to families. So we know that side, okay? But when it comes to outside, right, it's left up to the government, really, when you think about it.
And here's the thing too, and it might be a little bit controversial, but I mean, your show says keeping it real.
Yes.
Have you ever heard, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, that's why this is an interactive show. Have you ever heard of the government officials taking a pay cut?
Oh.
So Doug Ford can easily say, let's lock down these businesses, let's do this. Has he publicly said, you know what, we understand what people are going through, I'll take a 10 to 20% pay cut, just to show I can feel your pain too?
Yes.
Have you heard that? I don't know.
No, I haven't. And even if we did, I mean, they probably didn't.
I would tell you that though, if they told us that, I would be like, hey man, okay, you're hurting. You can feel the people's pain, because it just seems like sometimes, you know, Doug Ford's demeanor when he's on there, it's like he's condemning.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be condemning at this point, because now we are on the second phase. You had a condemnation in the first phase, and people, it looks like they went on lockdown. We did great. Now in the second phase, you can't condemn people again, because now we're talking about people that are being affected mentally, alcoholism, domestic violence. We're talking about people literally starving, getting evicted.
Yeah.
I don't think we need that kind of tone to be condemned.
Yeah. Well, that, you know what, that would be on another show. But I think
you see how passionate I am, and I have a job.
Yeah, I think it's hard enough just to be in this situation for everybody. I think everybody is feeling it now. I mean, we've been in this pandemic since March.
9 months now, right? Is it 9?
That's a long time.
It's a long time.
It's a long time.
Mentally,
and honestly, it's not getting better.
No.
So guys, let's just
do our part.
Do our part. Stay within your bubbles. They're even, the moment they lock us down, that's it, guys. You can't even go outside. Yeah. So why not just sacrifice a little bit, just a little bit, and then that way we can have Christmas with a little bit more people in our household. Wouldn't that be better than just sticking to the 10? Because honestly, it is getting bad. Like and I'll just say this, you know, there are cases now that 12-year-olds and even younger are coming in to the hospital with COVID. So come on, guys.
And you know
if it's your kid, what are you gonna do?
Let's also give credit where credit's due. We're not saying that everyone is not following it. If you're wearing your mask,
That's great.
that's fantastic.
Yes.
If you're staying within your bubble, that's fantastic. Let's continue to do that. Do what you can control,
Yes.
right? And for
that's what I had mentioned earlier. It's really about
But Doug Ford, you need to take a pay cut. Sorry, this is not for views. It's like, listen, man, if you're gonna go in there and lock people down, you guys that are rich in the office should take a pay cut too. And I want to hear that you take a pay cut. Sorry. Maybe Shay doesn't want me to be on right now.
It's
not. It's not. Okay. I've seen worse on YouTube.
What do you call this?
Now you're like,
now I'm like, I don't know what to say because I think I want to restart my show.
Forget it. It's good.
No, but something does need to be done, and it becomes a controversial issue.
Yes, it is.
Because it's been going on for so long. But anyways, moving on to better things. Other than COVID, is the NBA. So the NBA is going to be back.
Hallelujah.
In December 21st, I think, if I recall.
Yeah, they won a couple of days before Christmas.
So that's a positive, but a negative. The Raptors may not play.
Yeah, I heard that.
Is that fake news or real news? Right?
You know what?
Stay tuned.
The thing is, I understand that you want to be patriotic.
Yeah.
And you want to play within Canada. Fantastic. But I think it would be fake news and they're just trying to create a wave. Because think about it this way. How can an organization survive with no profit for a whole season?
Yeah. No,
so maybe they're trying to, they're trying to create waves for, who knows, maybe it's for advertising too. But I don't see a franchise surviving unless you're the Lakers or your New York Knicks that has a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right? I don't see them vetoing a whole season. I don't see that happening.
Yeah. So I do hope the Raptors do decide to play this season. What else is on okay, so we talked about that. We talked about COVID. We talked about what else is going on?
PlayStation 5 and
PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I think those are the main.
The weather's getting kind of, I don't know.
We went from
summer to winter.
It snowed like a week and a half ago. Then it went back to 15 to 19 degrees.
Yeah.
And now we're back to fall. I think it's like averaging around 6 degrees.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? If the weather is still nice and you're, safe distancing yourselves, go out there and have fun.
Yes. So of course, before we begin the main event or the main topic, if you're not subscribed yet to Keeping It Real with Shay, of course, do subscribe, click the thumbs up button, comment on any of my videos, and subscribe, click the bell so you'll be up to date on all of my upcoming vlogs and of course shows. So I do want to say hello to all of our Facebook live viewers or our viewers on Facebook because we're also streaming live on Facebook. And of course, hello to all of our YouTube viewers as well. Please use the live chat box to let us know that you are out there watching so that we can say hello to you guys.
Comment, ask questions,
feel free to comment. Let's make this interactive. We can make this fun. And I'm sure the moment we start talking about this topic, we will be bombarded, I hope, with a lot of questions because...
I might have to cancel my Facebook.
So, here it is.
Can't wait.
So, what social media poster are you? So Jason and I did a lot of research in the last few weeks, 2 weeks, I would say, about this topic. It's actually a topic that Jason wanted to talk about very, very passionately.
Yes, very passionate.
And it's weird because Jason is not really a social media person.
I'm not.
He's just tagged on things. So he doesn't really post much.
Yeah.
But it's something that interests him, and it actually got me into a lot of research. And actually, it does also, I will add this to my comment I'd like to mention, it also made me reassess the kind of things I post on social media. And I'm sure you guys will agree with me, everybody watching, that most of our hours are spent on social media. But are you using social media properly, or are you not? There are proper ways to use it and not so proper ways.
I agree.
Right? Mm-hmm. And there's statistics, guys. These aren't things that we're just pulling out of our hats, mm-hmm. or things that we are just, I guess, I don't know.
We're not making it
being
up.
OA about. Yeah. And for our non-Filipino viewers, OA meaning overactive. Yeah. Exactly what O and A.
We will give our personal opinion, but also yes. we'll back it up with articles that we've read.
Yes.
Okay, and what yes. we've observed through the years, right?
Yeah. So, Jay, go ahead.
Okay. So here's a very interesting stat. I mean, just to give you a little bit of a background of how I was introduced to social media. First of all, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want Facebook. I didn't want Instagram. But at the time, I was a youth leader at a church, and this was the main form of communication. So I said, okay, sure, for the benefit of them. Mm-hmm. Okay. The history of Facebook, if you guys don't know by now, is it just wanted to unite people, or reunite people, or provide an even platform to make the world a smaller place, so you can contact people overseas, etc. Mm-hmm. Which I totally agree with. So I'm gonna start off with some stats here.
Yes.
So right, so that you know that it's not just our personal opinion. Okay, these are statistics.
Because you know what, this is a very sensitive and touchy subject.
Yeah. We're gonna touch base on positive and some of the negative stuff. Yeah, okay, so we'll speak here.
We gotta keep it real.
Yeah, keeping it real, right? Okay, Shay. So here we go. In 2007, smartphones were introduced.
Wow.
So it was imagine 13 years ago, smartphones were introduced. By 2015, 92% of teens has a smartphone.
Wow.
What am I trying to get at here? This is the sad correlation, though. In that same group, so from 2015, in that same group, the suicide rate in teens increased by 65%.
Wow.
So, and that is just a study from girls in teens, 65% increase in suicide. So there is facts behind social media, and a lot of people are very interested now because it's been in existence for 13 years. There's good and there's bad. Okay. What we can do is we can end on a high note, but let's maybe discuss that. What is your opinion on that? Does that jump out to you? Like, I'm surrounded by teens because I used to mentor them. People come to me and they discuss this. Is this a real thing? I shouldn't say in your household, but have you seen the negative effects of Facebook and Instagram? And if you have, why is it causing this negative statistic?
You know what? As a mom of teenagers, yeah. I can't believe it. As a mother of teenagers, that scares me every day. Actually, I haven't watched The Social Dilemma, and everybody's been saying, "Shay, you have to watch it." So I'm going to watch it this week, okay, guys? But I didn't get to watch it before our show. But it scares me because I have a daughter. My son is not so much into social media. He hasn't asked for Facebook. My daughter is not. She's got a Facebook account, but isn't on Facebook. It's more Instagram.
Yep, Instagram is for the teens.
What is happening? And Snapchat. Okay, so. And TikTok, but Snapchat more. I know, and Twitter, but my kids don't have Twitter. But Snapchat more, right? So what happens is you snap pictures and then it like disappears. But there's something called I forget now. It's like a marathon. I call it a marathon, but you're supposed to keep snapping, and then they snap you back or something like that. But I think it comes down to you as a parent and how you can educate your kids. Like, you know, you gotta tell them that half of the stuff you see on social media is not real.
So let's backtrack. What causes the depression in your opinion? Or maybe you're a victim of depression or anxiety.
You know what it is?
What is it?
It's for teens, it's what they post. you got to be skinny. It's the makeup.
There's filters to make them look better.
To make them look prettier.
Right.
You know, and it's just, you know, it's like, I don't know, like, I don't even follow my daughter. She doesn't, she follows, I think she follows me, but I can see her stuff, right? And that's the thing. You need to be transparent with your kids, okay? Because out there, there's people, you know what causes depression too?
It's a popularity contest.
It is a popularity contest. How many people are following you? How many likes did you get? How many comments? I look at my daughter's pictures and she's got 300, 400 comments. She's got all these likes, but I'm just fortunate and blessed enough that I have cousins that follow her and they like tell me when or they'll message her if something isn't right.
You see,
but you see comments in there. Like imagine somebody comments on there saying you're ugly.
I think.
Okay, or who are you trying to be?
Yeah.
She was cyberbullied in high school.
A lot of people.
Okay, she was cyberbullied because she was pretty.
There you go.
Okay, so there's haters, there's jealousy. But when is this going to end? But keep in mind that there are kids out there, teens that are battling eating disorders, that are battling problems in their household, that are battling so many things, being bullied. Okay, so that ties into the whole social media too, because they're looking on social media and going, oh my God, look at this person has so many friends and why don't I? And that's what it comes down to. And it's very scary.
See, we touched base on the amount of followers.
Yes.
Let's talk about the amount of likes. Okay.
Yes.
Let's think about this. You know what Instagram did last year? They stopped posting the amount of likes that a person gets.
Yeah, it's so like public.
So it doesn't become a competition.
Yeah.
Now, let's think about this. I think
only you could see it.
Yeah.
Whoever owns that account.
So let's think about Facebook, Instagram, and all these other social outlets without the option to like.
Mm-hmm.
Would that reduce the amount of competition? And would that reduce the amount of depression that is out there? If you remove that one factor, you can't like you just look at it.
Yes. And
you can comment. I totally believe in my heart that we wouldn't have as much depressed teenagers or adults out there. Because think about it, I've heard this is a fact. I've heard people say my self-worth is how many likes I get a day.
Oh God.
That is sad.
That is sad.
Right? Like imagine when you're in high school alone, you're already trying to have an identity and you want to be socially accepted. Facebook and Instagram has created this monster that if I don't have 1.5 million followers, I don't have a self-worth.
Yeah. That
is ridiculous. Okay. The teenagers now look up to Kylie Jenner, look at the Kardashians. I think Kim has up to 400 million followers. So imagine a teenage child already trying to be accepted by her friends now has to live up to that person.
Yeah.
So they look at their son like, you know what? They drive a beautiful car. Mm-hmm. They have a fancy life. And I see that with all my other friends. So what did I say? What it is before? It's a false reality.
Yeah, which we're going to get into. So we were just talking about teens right now. But yeah, it's as parents, you guys really need to be
educate them.
Educate your kids. My kids actually, last night I was like, come on guys, let's watch Social Dilemma. They're like, apparently their dad made them watch it.
Okay. And what was their opinion? Did they give an opinion on that?
Yeah, it's scary. I mean, they didn't want to tell me because I didn't watch it, because they're like, Mom, if we tell you, you're not going to understand because you didn't watch it. So after I watch it, I will ask them what they thought of it. Mm-hmm. But Avery was like, Mom, it's scary, but I'm not really into social media. Okay, so that might change. She's only 13, but hey, I don't know. And the thing is, they have these terminologies like, oh, he slid into my DM or whatever, but celebrities use that too, right? Yeah. I hear it on the radio all the time. But it's us as parents being educated enough to know.
So what Shay's trying to say is it's up to parents to explain the value of a Facebook or an Instagram, right?
Yeah, and know that it doesn't matter what's showing on social media, it's who you know you are. You should know your self-worth. You should know how valuable you are. You should know how beautiful you are. It doesn't matter if you know, and you know what, and we'll get into it when I get into the 6 types of Facebook posters. But you know what, I will be the first to admit that yes, I would look at people's lives and be jealous because you're at that point in your life. Well, for me, when you're at the lowest of the low, okay? And of course, you're gonna go through social media and you're gonna be like, oh my God, like she's, you know, she's so lucky that
this person eats lobster every day. They're in Hawaii. This person just bought a new car. They have PlayStation 5. I mean, you're being inundated with people that.
Yeah, but you always have to remember, and I always tell my kids, especially my daughter, that you don't know what is happening in that person's life. Sometimes posting something like that makes them feel good. Sometimes there's a hidden meaning behind it. You don't know, and there's always a meme that says, you know, just by somebody could be smiling, but you don't know what they're going through behind that smile.
Actually, based on statistics, right? Well, let's touch base on that right now. And again, guys, I'm not here to offend. I'm not here to enforce our opinion. I'm just giving you information so that you run with it and you do whatever you want with it, okay? So get this. The more happier, you can go ahead and search this on Google, guys, right? The more happier the post is, and there's like 5 references from respectable media that wrote about this. The more happier the post is, the more depressed the person is. And that's a fact. You can Google that. That's not coming from me, okay? So science and
it's psychology. The psychology
behind it. Think about it, right?
Yeah.
So the more happier it is, the chances are that you're hiding something that's not true.
Yes.
Right? You're
masking.
You're masking. You're putting it. Now, that's not to say that all of you that post something happy, you're not happy. I'm not saying that. You could be happy, right? But we also have to look at the other spectrum here.
You just never know.
You just never know, but take that point, right? Before you post another thing or what have you. I'm not telling you what to post. I'm just telling you the reason behind it.
Yeah, you can't really control what people post.
No.
But you yourself should be it's a self-awareness too, right?
100%, yeah.
If you go through your posts, like during this research, last night I went through my posts.
Let's go through the type of posters now.
Yeah, but no, I do have a statistic here.
Okay, go ahead.
This is from King University, okay? So you guys can Google this if you want, and I'll make reference to everything we talk about in my description. But a stunning 64%, they say, of people between the ages of 50 to 64 use social media on a frequent basis. And this statistic is surprising because of course they're older, right? And in our generation where there was no social media, you wouldn't think they would be the ones on there. But like my dad's 71 and he, I don't know if he's watching, but Dad, if you're watching, hello. He's on social media and loves it, but he uses it to connect with his family back home. And just friends.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah, which is
fine.
Great. So he's using it for social. Okay.
Well, to reach out to his family that he can't reach out physically, right? So that's amazing. Yeah.
And you know, it's I don't know, it's good. I like that he'll ask us questions.
It's cute.
It's cute.
When older people use it, there's more of a genuine intention.
Yeah, or they use it for games. Like there's a lot of games on there, right? So.
Oh, look, my nephew is grown so big. Oh my God, he grew 1 inch in 3 years. It's so good.
So let's get into the 6 types of Facebook posters. Okay, guys, this was from HuffPost.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is not something we made up. This is actually in HuffPost, which I will put the link on my description later. So we really did work on this in a sense where we really researched because we really wanted to let you guys all know the psychology behind it, right? And it will make you think next time on your next post.
And maybe you guys will understand why you post the stuff that you post. So.
Okay, number 1, news reporters. So these ones are the ones that rehash every news item from outlets of their choice just to make sure you haven't missed the top headlines. And that is me now. So I've been sharing, of course, Dutch Force updates on COVID, and anything of that nature. And of course, it's just to spread awareness. So if you guys are bombarded with my feeds, then just unfriend me. Or unfollow me.
She's already apologizing.
Yes, and I'm not apologizing because I'm just spreading awareness.
She's not apologizing.
Really? Because sometimes not everybody has cable, and maybe they're just streaming, or maybe they're working a lot and they can't get to watching the news. So I just always want to make sure that everybody's on point.
Okay, so let's just show some self-awareness here.
Yes.
When do you think there is a barrier to too much posting as a newscaster and too little, or a happy medium there? Let's show some self-awareness to see if we can understand what's excessive and what is not excessive.
Well, honestly, I don't usually post new stuff. I just started posting it when things were getting bad.
During COVID.
Yeah, so if I see something new like Halton. Halton is now in the red zone. I'm in Halton, I'm going to share that because we were doing so well. So if you guys see, whenever I share, I always add a caption. If I don't add a caption and I'm just sharing because I think it's important. Maybe you didn't see it, so I'm just sharing it. Now, when does it come excessive? Is if you're posting every day.
So you personally would get annoyed if you see someone posting
news.
This the news every day.
Yeah, because you don't want to see negative. Like sometimes it's negative.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
Yeah,
sometimes it's negative.
So every day for us would be excessive. I don't know about you guys. I mean,
I think it's
make a comment if you want, go right ahead, or message us later. But every day, man, we have CP24, right? So that's just our opinion.
Yeah.
Next.
The cryptics.
Yes.
So
this one is rare.
This is very sensitive, I think. This is a sensitive issue.
I like sensitivity.
So the cryptics are the ones who will drop a status like, I just received the most amazing news ever. And then you put, I'm feeling proud, or I'm feeling excited. Or it could be a negative where like, mess with me one more time and I will bleep, bleep, bleep. Okay? So I am proud to say that I am not a cryptic poster.
Give me an example, because I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, what is a? Give me an example of, you would see a comment.
Guys, if you're a cryptic poster, can you guys use the live chat box and let us know?
Yeah,
let us know, guys. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We won't call you out or anything.
But you tell me. Give me an example, because I'm still trying to figure out. Cryptic to me is like a passive aggressive.
Yeah.
They're trying to send a message indirectly, but they really mean something. So give me an example of that.
So if you're looking at cryptic, a cryptic would be let's think. I'm gonna think of posts that if I think of any in the last there could be somebody like, if you say something like you think you're so pretty, or you think you're so pretty by posting all those pictures, you better think again, or something like that. Like, I've seen somebody say that.
Is that cryptic? That's pretty direct.
Oh, that falls into,
unless maybe cryptic is like, what filter did you use, because you don't look that good.
No, I think what they mean by cryptic, Jay, is like their status is direct.
Oh.
Okay, so it's like,
because I think cryptic is like you have to decode it. Isn't it not?
That's not decoding.
Oh.
Like, their example was, mess with me one more time and I'll.
Okay, so it isn't indirect.
It isn't.
It's pretty negative.
It's pretty negative. I think people that fall into cryptic are those that need to vent. And they vent they use social media as a platform to vent so that their followers could read it.
So to be straight up, man, honestly, if you're negative, you can unfriend me right now. It's not needed. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest here, okay? Are you a child? Only children, and I'm sorry, you're not going to be, don't worry, you're not going to be disconnected. I'm preaching out to all of you out there. And thank God I don't post a lot. But if you were to say something negative on Facebook or Instagram, right? Right? If you were to say something negative on Facebook or Instagram, look at yourself in the mirror. You're not an adult, okay? This is not a platform to blast people. Yeah. If you have a personal problem with someone, deal with it. None of us need to know that. It's called being direct and being professional and addressing them directly. Yes. So there's no need for cryptic whatever, okay? So if you don't like what I just said, unfriend me right now. Like, seriously, okay? I don't need you in my life. So. No, guys, honestly, that's direct, right? Yeah, no, honestly, you're a child if you do that. Honestly, it's in the 6 types of Facebook posters, which we all haven't encountered, is the cryptics, right? So don't air out your dirty laundry. Thankfully, I haven't experienced that. Thank you, guys. That means that the friends that I have on Facebook are very professional. I appreciate that. Those who are professional and keep personal stuff out of their account, I praise you for that, because you're an adult. For those that I've seen negative, I've tolerated you. And to be honest with you, I might not tolerate you for that long. I'm warning you guys right now, whether you care or not, okay?
All right, cool. So can I continue?
Yeah, sorry. I'm telling you, this is a passionate topic, right?
That's why he chose this topic.
Yeah.
But with me, I'm a little, I'm very
more politically correct, but in life,
I always need to be, because I always need to justify myself. I need to say something and not be able to.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, but it's the truth.
Just don't air out your dirty laundry on Facebook, because
you don't need to know.
No, it's not only that, Jay. It's not only because it's not about the viewers or it's about your integrity as a person. Yeah. Okay, it's about keeping your integrity. If you have a business, my goodness, you will lose clients.
Even jobs, right? Managers will look at, they have access to your account. So if you're wondering why you haven't had a job, maybe, who knows, they looked into your social accounts and looked at the type of stuff that you post there. Yeah. So let's not be oblivious to that. Think about it that way too.
Let's inspire and keep positive.
Exactly.
And if you have a problem with a follower or somebody, just direct message them or talk. Just
be an adult and talk to them face to face. Yeah. All right. I'm done.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on. That was only number 2. Okay, moving on to number 3. The shameless selfie taker.
Oh boy. This is going to offend a lot of people.
This is self-explanatory. We've all done it, guys, from time to time. The bathroom selfies, the restaurant selfies, the everything selfies.
The ocean selfie.
It's fine if you're doing it with people. Yeah. Okay, it's not bad. It becomes shameless when you're doing it all the time.
Right.
Okay. You can do it to show different places you've traveled. That's fine. It's okay, but when you do it all the time, it becomes shameless. So it's pretty much self-explanatory in that sense.
And excessive is like everything.
You know what? There was something they said, Jay. Can you pull it up, because I'm using all of my devices that I cannot. But they did. I wanted to mention. It was the link I sent you, but I wanted to mention.
Which one?
It was the one that I sent you, the most recent one, the HuffPost.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So if you click on that and then just go to shameless selfie, they did say something on there that I really want to.
Let me read it quickly.
Well, if you go to
Here.
So it says here. And while we're on the topic, can someone explain to me the thing where grown women take selfies with their tongue out like a toddler?
Exactly. Right? Yeah. Wait a second. Okay, but wait. It's cute the first time. But if you do it every other day or every day, it look. I'm not insinuating anything. It looks dumb. But it may look cute the first time. But if you're doing that every day, every other hour, find a hobby. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're Kim Kardashian, I don't want to see you sticking out your tongue every 24 hours. So that's my take on that. Okay. So anyways, moving along.
Oh, actually, my cousin from the Philippines actually just posted a comment on Facebook. There are times social media can cause depression when you post on your page and not one of your so-called friends react. That is harsh.
You know what?
Oh gosh.
You know what? Honestly, I don't know if we can say his name, but thank you for that comment.
Yeah.
The only thing that I can say to you is this. Sometimes we probably assume that all of our friends look at our accounts 24/7. So don't take it personally when someone.
I get sad too.
Yeah, but let's look at the psychology behind this. Not all of our friends are on Facebook or Instagram constantly looking at you. So whether they like it or not, don't make it a personal thing.
Yeah.
I'm not on Facebook or Instagram 24/7. So if I don't like your post, it's not because I didn't like the post.
You have Instagram?
I used to. Oh. Right? Because I'm trying to detox my stuff here. So, wait, this is important. He made an important point.
Yeah,
do not keep track of your friends that like or dislike or don't say anything. Because you know what? That's not reality. No. The reality is not everyone looks at your post every single minute, so don't take it personal.
Unless they're stalking you or they're in love with you.
Oh, I can't relate. No one loves me, so I can't relate. I've never had stalkers.
You'll know when somebody you'll know when somebody likes you because they're always liking all of your posts.
Oh, I have no idea. I have no fans. Okay.
Oh, I know somebody that has a lot of fans.
We're not gonna go there. Okay, next.
Okay, next.
There's such a.
I know. Oh my God, we only have 9 minutes, but we can go overtime. I don't. Okay, this is a good topic. The doom and gloomers. Okay, so these people shouldn't be on social media. They are the negative posters.
Let me read. I'll read it quickly. If there is a post, a story, or anything that is filled with negativity and sadness, it is most definitely on this person's page. All day, every day, murders, kidnappings, sick children, abused animals. If there were ever a page you needed to pop a Xanax before visiting, it belongs to one of these people. Now, in fairness though, to my friends on Facebook, I don't have people that post about murders.
No, but sick kids.
But negativity, sometimes I see that a little bit.
But I mean, when it comes to sick kids, if they're asking for prayers, if they're asking for a GoFundMe, like certain things that require prayers.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's not. No, that's not. I don't think they meant that. I think they meant.
Did you guys see like a rise in our volume? We get excited.
Yeah, because I love this topic.
This is why this guy chose to talk on my show. Okay. Anyways,
that's self-explanatory.
Yeah, the doom and doomers. You should be on social media.
Yeah, don't be on social media. Handle your problems to yourself.
Yeah.
So okay.
Not for you.
Yeah.
Okay, the ranters. So the ranters vent. They vent good. Okay.
We call their moms, dads, spouses, besties, and just fill up until we have purged it all out and feel terrified.
Oh, okay. So it could be
I can't pronounce it.
It could be good and or bad rants. You know what? I did a rant post, and it's usually about customer service. So if I receive bad service, oh boy, you will hear about it on Facebook. I need to do that.
But
you know what? I have the six. I've been in, except for the cryptics. I'm never a cryptic. I did no. Doom and gloomers.
But with the ranters about a specific service, I think I would value that. Just rant once to say this.
To go into that same situation.
No, but for me personally, if you had a bad experience at a restaurant and you're my friend and the intention is good, meaning don't go to this restaurant, I will actually value that so that I don't waste my time. Or you'll do Google reviews anyway, but I don't mind that person. Okay, but excessiveness is like every day you hate a restaurant, then that's kind of excessive.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, rant away if it's about service, about your life, don't rant.
Oh boy, here we go, the perfect ones.
Oh yes, the perfect ones.
I guess I won't see you on Facebook ever again after this one. Here we go.
The ones who post a perfect family, a perfect husband.
Flowers every day from the husband.
Oh dear.
Basically on the verge of curing cancer. And every damn day their life resembles waking up in a Disney-esque
castle.
Birds chirping, rain. So basically, the bottom line is these people that post this give a reality that is so picture perfect. Now,
or picturesque.
Let's be clear here, okay?
Hey, you never know. You know what? Maybe the Huff post was just generalizing, but you never know. There might be that family that is just
no, I don't
maybe
think so.
not perfect.
No,
perfect in the world we kind of live in.
But this is my thing.
I mean, you never know. There are happy people out there, Jason.
No, I know, but this is my thing. To me, this is not necessarily offensive. If you want to post beautiful pictures of you and your wife in Paris, go right ahead. I love that.
Yes.
It's inspiring, okay? But to the people that interpret these perfect families, don't interpret it as they don't have any problems. Interpret it as capturing a moment
in that
time frame.
Yeah.
We cannot assume that when they come home, we know that exactly what's going on, okay? So it is inspiring. Continue to post your beautiful trips. You purchased a car, whatever, or you took a nice walk with your family in the park. I don't mind that. But to the people that have anxiety or depression, seeing this stuff, remember, they're capturing a moment in time, not a lifetime.
That's right.
One moment. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, and you know what? It's funny how and we're gonna go over time, but that's okay because this is a great topic that I just don't want to cut yet.
Yeah.
You have to remember, just touching on that, Jay, is
people may think that I'm depressing because I'm not negative, right? Listen to me, man. I watch Joe Coy, right? I'm a happy person.
No, let me add. Hold on, let me add. This is coming from a guy that doesn't post on social media.
Exactly. Okay? So what do I know?
Exactly.
Okay.
No, but what I wanted to say along the lines of people posting of their family and stuff. You know what? It is you're capturing a moment.
Yes.
And you're very blessed.
Yeah.
And
it's endearing, right?
I mean, when we see that, I mean, looking in hindsight, remember that I can't say there's not a perfect family, but you just have to remember that everybody's going through something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's going through something, and everybody is what did you say over there?
Okay, let's keep.
And everybody is going through what do you call this? Something behind that.
Basically, that moment in time does not define what they're going through in all of their life.
Yeah.
Okay,
no, that's true.
Right?
It's true.
Everyone goes through problems. So I don't want people. I'm trying to educate you. I don't want people to go on Instagram and Facebook and compare your life to that moment in time. Because then you will get depressed.
No, it's true. And I'll admit that, when you're down and you see that, it pisses you off.
Yeah. So you know what, guys, continue to post positive stuff.
It pisses you off, especially if you know these people. Like, it's even worse when you know these people and you're like, seriously, man?
I won't go there.
Seriously? No.
I know some.
That's not true.
But I'm not gonna go there. I mean, that's your account.
We won't go there.
You do whatever you want to do, but I'm just saying.
But you know what? Just some tips, guys. Is go through every month. Go through your social media platforms. I always look at my friends and followers, and you start to filter.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
When you have somebody that posts negative, you should, and this is psychological, it's been written, you should stop following.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I told my kids the same thing. If you see somebody that makes you feel ill or feel down, unfriend.
I totally agree with that. Yeah.
And I honestly, I only started posting again on Facebook very recently. I was always Instagram. Instagram is my thing, is my go-to.
And I heard it's less drama.
It is less drama.
Right.
Facebook has left a very ill tasting in my mouth, and we will go there, but it has. But because I'm a program director of a school, and of course JDL, which if you guys want to enroll virtual classes, we're accepting enrollment.
Can I touch base on something?
Oh, we didn't touch base on.
Wait. Let's touch base on what you just said.
Yes.
And I know the people that are watching right now or are about to watch this in the near future. Let's correct something here. Some of you may be like, well, Jay, if you're really that annoyed, deactivate your account, or like what you said, unfollow or unfriend. I totally agree with that. So some of you, I've already unfriended you or I've unfollowed you.
Actually,
And I'm on the verge of maybe deactivating my Facebook account, right? But I'm trying to accommodate my clients as an MC. I acknowledge that you clients are out there and you want to reach out to me through Messenger. That's why I still have my Facebook account.
But you can have Messenger still and not have Facebook.
Then you gotta let me know how to do that.
Okay, so what we didn't touch on actually is using Facebook for your business or social media.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're using it for business, use it for business.
Why not?
Okay. And then of course have a separate account for your personal. Okay. Don't mix it.
True.
But always remember. Okay, and this is proven by business people have said, and I was mentored about this, is remember, whatever you post on social media is a reflection of you.
And it can stay there forever.
Oh my God, that's a good ending, but we're not ending yet. But it is a reflection of you. So if you want to keep your integrity and credibility,
watch what you post.
Watch what you post.
Yeah.
If you are a business owner, watch what you post.
Integrity is everything, right?
If you are known in the community, watch what you post.
Exactly. That's why
because you know what? You know what? It's safer that way than posting things that later will nip you in the butt.
I agree with you. 100%.
Okay?
Risk versus reward, right? Risk versus
always remember, and you know what? I'm grateful for the business mentors that I have that always remind me that, Shay, your profile picture says a lot.
Yeah,
right? So, and always leave a mystery. Right?
Who said
always
that?
Oh, you said that. You said that, but also business mentors have told me you always want to keep that mystery behind who you are.
Yeah, just to expand on that for a couple of seconds, okay? The reason why I told this to Shay, part of my marketing scheme for emceeing is I don't want to be overexposed. I mean, again, you guys that are in the entertainment industry, do whatever you want to do. But for me personally, I want to leave that air of mystery, because if you're overexposed, people will unfollow you and they'll unfriend you. I want people to get to know me live and in person.
Yeah.
At a Starbucks, at a Tim Hortons, at an event.
Because
talk to me.
Yeah.
I for me personally, and whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. It's my personal take on it.
Yeah.
I don't want my whole life, every second of the day documented. And I'm pretty sure most of you don't want to see my life documented every second of the day, because it's pretty boring, right? But still.
You know what, guys? This is we're almost going to wrap up here. This is not social media influencers. This is totally different.
Of course, it's a business.
It's a business.
Yeah.
And again, that's really what we wanted to share today, was just the realization of what social media is really about, and the effects it has on people. And you may not have realized it, but maybe after what we shared, you will realize what you have been posting and things you should be posting. But always remember, again, your integrity and credibility as a person. And I've already admitted that social media affected me in some ways, in a lot of ways, during a moment in time. Yeah. And I'm sure it has affected some of you, and maybe the 6 types of Facebook posters that we talked about, maybe you fit into all of them or some of them, or none, which is great. But I know I fell into some of the categories of those types. And it's just an awareness. We just really, again, this was Jason's idea and not mine.
Listen to what she's saying, Mr. Dear Chris. at this live stream, blame it on me. And you can perfectly blame it on me. I know it's fine.
But you know what? But you know what? During the last 2 weeks, I was researching about the psychology behind social media and just getting people's opinions about it from work. It is definitely what we shared today is not a big deal. It shouldn't.
You know what? I think it's what people think in their mind.
Yeah.
And I think people are bringing more on the forefront. But let me end my point on a positive note here, because we're over an hour. But I'll say this on a positive note. The one thing that I love about Facebook and the founder of Instagram, thank you so much for creating these platforms to be able to reach out to family members that you cannot reach out to on a daily basis. Thank you for that, for being able to create photo albums where we can see each other. We can see that our family members are healthy. You know, a lot of you inspire me too. When I see something successful, a success story like your kid graduating, or you bought a new home, or you bought a car and you put a positive spin on that, or reminding me that God is with you. When I see posts like that, I'm blessed. So I'm blessed to see all of that, and I'm thankful for these platforms for that. For the other people that don't do that, I mean, maybe think twice about what you post. And I really hope that we all understand that a lot of us now have a lot of friends on these platforms. Use it in a positive way, especially during COVID. We need more uplifting as opposed to negative stuff.
And inspire. It's always
inspire people. Let's inspire each other, right? No one is perfect. I'm not perfect. Shay's not perfect. We're not saying that, okay? I just hope that our live stream today educated you guys on different perspectives of what social media brings to you. And again, thank you, Facebook, Instagram. I'm not on Snapchat, but thank you guys for bringing the world closer together, because we can see people from abroad that are family members, our friends that we don't get to see all the time. So I thank you for that on a positive note.
Yes, and as well, we do have, again, these things we shared today were points of reference from different articles that we read, which when I do the description, I will definitely include the links on the description so you guys can actually check it and go through it, because at the end of the day, we just want to share positivity and inspiration.
And different angles on perspective.
We can't always show you just the just the bed of roses. We gotta show you the nails in the bed.
We have to tackle every
angle. On that note, before I wrap up, I do want to plug in my big surprise. So tomorrow, guys, join me live here on Keeping It Real with Shay, as I have two very, very special people that met doing a duet on TikTok and fell in love. And these are two people that, of course, had bad experiences before and found love again. So guys, if you are on TikTok and are TikTokers and follow this couple that uses the hashtag Cinderella Story 2020, well, guess what? I'll be interviewing them live tomorrow here on Keeping It Real with Shay at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Exciting. That's
oh my God, I am so excited.
She's excited. She's a fan of these guys. So.
I'm a fan. I watched them from day one.
This is a dream come true.
It's a definite dream come true for me. So guys, please do tune in tomorrow night. Again, I will have Jamil Velez and Michael Vo, our TikTok couple, and they went viral. I think they have 138 point something thousand of views on the how they met, and this is TikTok, so it's quick. But yeah, I am so excited. I don't think anyone's interviewed them before, so this is a big deal for me, guys. I hope you guys come and tune in live tomorrow at 7 p.m. here on Keeping It Real with Shay. So please do subscribe, click the thumbs up button on any of my videos, comment, and of course, click the bell so you'll be notified. And remind yourself about tomorrow's big live show with the TikTok couple that went viral, and their hashtag is Cinderella Story 2020. So that's a wrap. Thank you so much, Jason, for spending a time on Keeping It Real with Shay today.
Anytime.
And you were able to voice your passion about social media. And of course, guys, our Facebook viewers, thank you so much for joining us. Tonight, my cousin from the Philippines, we did not mention this in the top trending things, but we do send out prayers to the Philippines who are, especially those in Marikina City, who are affected by Typhoon Ulysses. I don't know if electricity is back, or if electricity is back, if it's still flooding. I'm not too sure what is the conditions there, but we do pray for the Philippines and all the families affected at this time. And if I come across any fundraisers, I will definitely keep you guys connected, and hopefully we can do something to help those families that were affected.
Of course.
Okay, so again, guys, I'm Shay here alongside Jason Castro on Keeping It Real with Shay. Keep it real out there. Take care. Stay safe. And we'll see you soon.
Good night.
Good night. I better end this now.